Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue au cours, aux vidéos pour les gens qui veulent améliorer le français. So, I've been in the process of teaching a lesson in Liscard. Donc vous me manquez tous, hein, tout le monde. At the moment, we are asked to isolate. Now this is an interesting concept. How might you say we are in isolation? We know that there are lots of faux amis in French, which means there are words that look like our English word, but they mean something quite different. For example, if we have our typical word actuellement, we might think it means actuellement, actually. Actually, it means at the moment, en ce moment. We can tell this because the French news is les actualités, things that are happening at the moment. Now we know what's happening at the moment, don't we? We are obliged to be in isolation, although some of us are going out for shopping for food, work, for essential work, medicine, and for our exercise. How might we express this in French? So let's take the word isolation. Isolation. Can we use that to express what we're doing at the moment? If I say, je suis en isolation, it might have the connotation that I'm insulated. You could say, j'ai mis de l'isolation dans la petite cabane, dans la maison, which is insulation. So we don't want to say that. We want to say, en ce moment, nous sommes obligés d'être isolés les uns des autres. Or we could say en isolement. So isolement is the word for isolation. So that's just to express what we might be doing at the moment. Except for the four things the government has designated. So how might we say that in French? Except for, à part les 4 raisons où nous sommes permis de sortir. Hein? Donc, nous pouvons sortir pour acheter des provisions, pour faire des courses. Hein? Également, nous pouvons sortir pour acheter, trouver des médicaments. Hein? Très important en ce moment peut-être. En plus, furthermore, nous pouvons prendre de l'exercice, hein? Garder la forme. Hein? J'ai le chien, Wilson, qui veut sortir 3-4 fois par jour. Hein? Donc, c'est pas évident en ce moment. It's not that obvious, that easy at the moment. Mais dehors, j'ai la campagne. Hein? J'ai beaucoup de sentiers, des champs où on peut promener le chien. Et heureusement, il fait très beau en ce moment. Il fait soleil. Hein? Ok. Autre chose, donc, faire des courses, prendre de l'exercice, promener le chien, nous promener, prendre de l'air frais. Autre chose, oui, il faut aller au travail. Hein? Pour quelques-uns d'entre nous, il faut aller au travail. Donc, le week-end, je travaille à l'hôpital, à Truro, donc il faut que j'aille, hein, subjunctif, il faut que j'aille au travail, hein? Que je prenne la voiture. Donc c'est 1 heure de voiture, hein, de voyage le week-end. Il y a guère de circulation. There's hardly any traffic at the moment, as we know. Okay, so today what might we learn as intermediates? We've already know a lot of French. In my course at Liscard, where I'm teaching, we have a scheme of work, and I'm already aware of some of the things that we've been doing together, so I just want to incorporate that into this lesson, plus invite, hein? Je vous invite tout le monde de suivre les cours, les classes, hein? Sur internet, sur YouTube, pour vous amuser, hein? Pour un peu faire des études, quoi, hein? Avoir quelque chose à faire pendant la période où nous sommes obligés de nous isoler. Okay, so pendant la leçon, quelques-uns d'entre vous, vous allez faire des présentations des villes favorites. La ville que j'ai présentée, c'était Jocelyn, en Bretagne. Là, il y a une jolie ville ici. C'est la ville préférée de Suzanne, hein? Et c'est Dinon. Très joli. So we also, in that lesson, the last lesson we had, was looking at adjectives and where we might put the adjectives. Do you remember this? So usually, d'habitude, on met l'adjectif après le nom. Hein? Donc, je sais pas, un stylo rouge, un pullover rouge. Hein? So colours go afterwards. However, here we were looking at some adjectives that change meaning according to position. So, I also gave you the handout with that. So typically, you've got a very few common ones, and I've written them out for you. I don't know if you can see, this is the fun of the internet and YouTube, but our first one on our list was ancien, ancien, okay? Now, if you first think of the word ancien, you'll think ancient, old. So, our first translation, if I do it like this, maybe it won't overload you with paper. The first one is mon ancien professeur. The second one, ma maison ancienne. So where you can see in red, I've marked it because this is the most usual meaning of this word, ancient, old. So ma maison ancienne is my old house, my ancient house, my old house. But mon ancien professeur is a slightly different meaning. We wouldn't expect the word ancien to mean former, but my former teacher. Okay, so if we have that from our list, you can check from the handout I gave you, which is from our book. So ancien, a former teacher, an ancien professeur. Hein? Mon ancienne maison, my former house. But the red ones, and there are a lot of them on here, indicate the usual meaning of the word. And what I would say is that these adjectives that can go before or after, we've only picked out 10 of them on this list, where it's positioned after in red, this is where it's the usual meaning of the word. So we'll carry on down the list. So this was your devoir from the last lesson. And for people who want to join in now, go ahead. So, mon ancien professeur, not the usual meaning, my former teacher, but typically ma maison ancienne, so my old house, ancient house. Number 2, bon. Okay, without looking, bon, what does it mean? Well, good. So, in which of these does it mean good? So, un bon, une bonne idée. So, une bonne idée is a good idea, but an bon is not the usual meaning of the word bon. It means kind here. So, un bon, a decent, kind man. But typically, une bonne idée, if you go to that phrase all the time, you'll remember that bon normally goes in front and it means good. Okay? Number 3, brave. If we look at the word brave, brave, it's almost a cognate, isn't it? Courageous. You can have courageux. What's the feminine version? Courageuse, because it ends in an X, so that then becomes an SE in the feminine, doesn't it? X changes to S, okay? So, with brave, un homme brave, okay, so we've got that on our list, which is a courageous man. So the typical meaning of the word brave, brave, courageous, it goes after, as we saw with ancien, ancienne, okay? So un homme brave, a brave, a courageous man. Un brave homme, can't read my writing, un brave homme is a good fellow or a kind fellow. We're not going to use that very often, are we? Cher, cher, well typically we know what it means when you open a letter. Probably not an email, you probably just go straight into Monsieur, Madame, because it's kind of formal, or with a letter it's maybe a warmer message you might be sending to a friend. You put cher Monsieur, chère Madame. So, likewise, un cher ami is a dear friend. Okay, so yeah, it's quite a common use of the word cher, but really we're using cher to mean expensive. So une robe chère, again, going after the noun, means an expensive dress. So the position of cher when it's after is expensive. Huh? Une robe chère. You won't have a dear dress, a dress that's dear to you perhaps. You might have a dear person, a dear friend, a dear photo or something, but typically going after. Grand, well we know grand, it means big, tall here. Okay, so the first one I've put two versions. So you've got un grand homme, so a big man in society, un grand homme, say Balzac, Hugo, Macron. They refer to all the old houses, like we have National Trust houses, as des grandes maisons en France. So if you go to, je viens de visiter une des grandes maisons en France, en Bretagne, en Normandie. You've just visited one of the big old houses in France, as I say, like we've got Cotil or Lanhydrock over here. Okay, whereas an en grand is the physical size. So on our list that I gave you from the grammar book, we've got en grand, or an écrivain grand, is a tall, so it's the physicality of the person. So that's a bit different, because here grand, meaning big, tall, is going after the noun. Okay, so that's the meaning there, the primary meaning of how we might be used to saying the word grand. Honnête, honest. Malhonnête, dishonest. So, une femme honnête, an honest woman. Une honnête femme on our list we've got is a virtuous woman. So, honnête we're going to think of as honest normally. Okay? Jeune, young. So there's not a lot of difference between these two. We've got un jeune homme. We know that jeune, vieux, vieille, etc. go in front normally, don't they? Des vieilles personnes, de vieux gens. Une vieille femme, un vieil homme. So, un jeune homme, a young man. Un homme jeune, it's a slight nuance. It's a man who's still young in his attitude. Donc, bien qu'il ait 80 ans, c'est un homme jeune. Although he is 80 years old, he's still young at heart, for example. Même, same, we're used to saying that as. So, la même chose. Again, thinking of une bonne idée, a good idea. La même chose, the same thing. Think of those expressions to help you get the meaning of the word straight away. La même chose, the same thing. But la chose même, the very thing, the very same thing. Or le jour même que je suis arrivée, il y avait mon ami qui était déjà là. So the very day I arrived, my friend was there as well, also had already arrived. So if it goes after, it means the very day, or the very thing. Pauvre, okay, so pauvre we think of as poor, as in financially poor. So here we've got un garçon, not holding this up very well, am I? So we've got un garçon pauvre. So going back to our list again, un garçon pauvre, a poor, and it says entre parenthèses, between brackets, penniless, so not much money. Un garçon pauvre, typical meaning of pauvre, poor. But in front, un pauvre garçon is here an unfortunate boy. So we don't think of that as pauvre meaning unfortunate. So again, going after the noun is our usual meaning of the word pauvre, the adjective. Au verso, tournez la page. Now, propre. This is interesting. Propre, you wouldn't guess the meaning of propre if you were to think of the position of the word. It's difficult to tell from the look of it. Proper, it looks like proper. So proper being clean. So you could say la chambre propre. So again, we've got that here. They've got une chambre propre on our list here. So la chambre propre. Well, j'espère que ma chambre est assez propre en ce moment. On fait le ménage. On fait la cuisine. Il faut s'occuper, après tout. So hopefully my room's fairly clean, a bit untidy. Un peu pêle-mêle. But here we've got la chambre propre, clean room. But ma propre chambre is my own room, my own bedroom in fact. My own room. Donc c'est ma propre tasse. This is my own mug. Donc c'est une tasse de café. C'est important. Okay. And then we've got sale. Sale, hein, c'est le contraire de propre. So again, we've got une chambre sale. Pardon, cet appartement, hein? J'espère que non. Hope I haven't got a dirty room in this apartment. C'est une chambre sale, contraire d'une chambre propre. Hein? Évident, so that's obvious. But un sale homme, un sale caractère is a bad person. Okay, so that's just to go over the homework you had from my group, who I've been teaching. Il y en a d'entre vous qui ont fait de très belles, bonnes présentations de leur ville favorite, y inclut Dinon. Et puis il y avait Liz qui a présenté la vallée des singes, près de chez elle, en Haute-Vienne, je pense. Il y a Kate qui a présenté Concarneau, qui m'attire, hein, j'ai envie d'y visiter. And then we're waiting for the other presentations, but in the meantime, you're very welcome to send them to me. I'm on Skype now as well, so you've got my number, and also by email. So if you go to my page, on this YouTube page, and on my Get By in French Facebook page, you'll be able to find my contact details. If you wanted to email me your presentations, je peux y jeter un clin d'œil. Hein? I can have a look at what you've written. But entre-temps, we had adjectives to describe this beautiful town, a little bit like my Jocelyn. Donc il y a les vieilles maisons, de vieux bâtiments à pan de bois with this beautiful timber framework, médiéval. Hein? So some beautiful pictures there to look at. Okay, right. Just for the rest of this lesson then, I want to do a little bit of revision. So everyone, hold on, take part. So we've got good old Mrs. Vandertramp. Huh? J'espère que ce n'est pas à l'inverse. I spoke that with the modern technology and back to front, you're seeing this straight. So you've got Mrs. Vandertramp. Donc on a les verbes qui se conjuguent avec etre. What are they? Which ones are they? So you've got M. Okay, so M, I've written them down. I feel like a Blue Peter program, something I prepared earlier. So we've got the letter M, which is for monter. Monter. Okay, I'll show you my little, well, I can show you now on the other one. There. Quick look. Some grammar pages will have 13 as this one. Mrs. Vandertramp is 14 letters. I'll explain why in a moment. And sometimes you'll have 15 on a grammar page of verbs that take être in their passé composé, in their perfect past tense. So, carry on. Monter, air. So you can see in Mrs. Vandertramp you've got 3 air. Air, air, air. Now on this diagram of le château, forteresse, il y en a que 2. Il y a 2 verbes qui commencent avec la lettre R. I wonder why that might be. So, we've got R. The first one could be R rester, which kind of goes against our idea that verbs taking être are verbs of movement. When I first explained this, you say, oh, they're usually verbs of movement. Well, there are hundreds of verbs of movement that don't take être. Jouer, promener le chien. J'ai promené le chien because it's got an object after promener le chien. It's an avoir verb. But the ones that take être tend to be verbs of movement. Rester is not. Hein? Je reste chez moi la plupart de la journée. I stay at home most of the day. Comme vous, sans doute. Okay. S, c'est facile, hein? Donc c'est sortir. That's right. Okay. V, c'est venir. A, this one, we've got 2, haven't we? A here and A, so you can have arriver if you want. N, easy. Donc, naître. So look out for that one because the past participle is completely irregular, and again you wouldn't recognise it from the verb, the infinitive naître. What is the past participle of naître? So go back to your chant de Noël, your carols. Il est né le divin enfant. Oh, we could do a bit of French singing as well along the line. So né, N-E acute. And don't forget, you have to keep agreeing, don't you, if it's a verb with être, adding your feminine or plural agreements. Okay, where were we? Day, this is not easy to do back to front. Day, there we go. Day is descendre, descendre. Right? E, entrer. Another R. We've got two more R's to cope with. We've already had rester. And if you look at this diagram, we've got rester down here, where he's lying down. Perhaps he's died. We'll look at died in a moment, won't we? Because we've had M for monte, but what's to die? That begins with an M. And then here, we've got our other R, retourner. So we'll use that R for the moment. Here, we've had entrer, we've got retourner. But we've got an R left down here, so I'll have to deal with that one in a moment. Next one, T, easy, tomber. Now we've got another R here, but on my diagram I can only see two. Can you? We've got rester down here, we've got retourner. Well, what you do really is you just take our old friend venir and you use the prefix revenir to come back. French perfume, the parfum français. Je suis revenu, or revenu, is that one, I think? Something like that. Quite a few French perfumes are useful. Or je reviens, in the present tense, of course. Useful for learning a bit of French. Rive gauche, Yves Saint Laurent, left bank, at Paris. So, revenir will be our other letter R for you, okay? Then we've got another A, well, one of our go-to verbs so frequently used. Aller, we had arriver before, didn't we? Aller. Okay, now the other M we spoke about for this chappie, qui reste par terre parce qu'il est mort, sans doute. Hein? C'est une bataille. Hein? Il se dispute, having a bit of quarrel, bit of an argument. So he's died, il est mort, which can mean he is dead or he has died, the action of dying. So il est mort comes from the verb mourir. Okay, and our last one, something we can't do very easily à l'aéroport avec British Airways or Air France en ce moment, is partir. Hein? C'est impossible de partir en vacances en ce moment. Hein? Il faut attendre. So we can't go on holiday at the moment. To leave. So those are our verbs which take etre. Well done if you knew all of them. I mentioned that there are 13 in the picture. There are 14 in Mrs. Vandertramp. What was the reason for that? We've got the extra R verb, which came from the prefix in front of venir, revenir. Okay? Sometimes you'll see a 15th, some grammar books, not very common, but a 15th would be passer. Okay? So, en ce moment, je passe mon temps à enseigner un peu de français, hein, pour nous amuser, quoi, hein, pour apprendre, hein, quelque chose à faire pendant la période de isolement. Okay, the other one is, so j'ai passé mon temps hier soir à regarder un film, hein, à la télévision. So, passer du temps à faire is to spend time doing. But if you use passer to pass in front of this beautiful chateau or pass in front of this lovely building, je suis passé, because you're walking in front, past a building. Okay, you're walking past la forteresse or le château. So je suis passé devant is the action of walking. So there, passer would be a verb that takes être. Okay. While we're on the subject of verbs that take être, 1 second, I'm coming back. The problem is, my dog now thinks he's going for a walk and he isn't. So, voici mon sac. So we just said sortir, sortir on here, our S, our van der Tramp, is used with être. Je suis sorti de la maison, sortir de. Okay, but if I want to, j'ai sorti le rouge à lèvres de mon sac. J'ai sorti de mon sac. J'ai sorti une brosse à dents. Don't know why that's in there. Je suis bien préparée tout le temps. J'ai sorti un sac pour faire des courses. Oh, this happens to be transporte mes courses de Super U, le supermarché en Bretagne. So, to take an object out of something isn't je suis sorti, because you've got, it becomes a transitive verb. So transitive just means there's an object after the verb. So, j'ai sorti mon agenda. I can't take my phone out because I'm looking at it now. J'ai sorti mon portable. J'ai sorti porte-monnaie, my purse. Okay, so that explains that one. Similarly, if I take things off the table and put them on the floor, j'ai descendu mes choses de la table. I descend them, take them off the table and put them down here. Okay, j'ai descendu. You might say that for j'ai descendu ma valise. I took my suitcase down de l'étagère from a rack. Or you're out camping, il commence à pleuvoir. J'ai descendu la tente. I took the tent down. Okay? So, goodness me, I'm just looking at the time, 26 minutes in. So that was what I wanted to cover with you. Now I'm going to just leave you with something to do. So we've looked at our adjectives. We looked at our adjectives, position of. We've looked at our recap of etre verbs. Now I'm going to show you a list of verbs. So what I'd like you to do is have a look at these. This is actually, you might have had this before, it's on our Moodle page. I'm going to try and upload some of these onto my web page, give me some time. So we've got table de verbes, complétez les blancs suivants, complete the blanks. So we've got some verbs here, if you can see, and it's a case of filling in the columns. So I'm going to read them out now. I've shown it to you, but you probably can't see awfully well. So I want the perfect tense, I want the imperfect tense and the future of the following verbs. Okay, ready for next time, and we'll go through it. Je donne, so donner. I want the perfect tense, the imperfect tense and the future tense, s'il vous plaît. Je finis, je vends, je vais. Je fais, je viens, je suis, je bois, je m'habille. I've got a couple of plurals here. Nous sommes et vous avez. Okay, so the perfect, if you're taking nous sommes, the verb is être. So what's the perfect tense of être? Okay, so nous sommes is what I've given you. So I'm reading them again from the beginning. Je donne, je finis, je vends, je vais, je fais, je viens, je suis, je bois, je m'habille, nous sommes et vous avez. And you've got the columns which I'm asking for. So I've given you the present tense. I'd like the perfect tense, the imperfect tense and the future tense of those verbs I've just read out. Okay? And next time, some of you had asked to study some certain things. Suze, you wanted to go over the pluperfect. So next time it will be pluperfect, it will be subjunctive, and it will be past historic for any of you out there who are reading at the moment, because in the written past of French poems, novels, short stories, you will see the past historic, but we won't be speaking it. We don't speak it. So that's for next time. But this time, those verbs I've just read out, I'd like you to conjugate them on a bit of paper if you want. Write them out, the ones I've just said. They're here, if you can see them. Okay, and I'd like you to put those verbs I read out into the perfect tense, the imperfect, the future, if you've got lots of time on your hands. Hein? Si vous avez beaucoup de temps, avec rien à faire, vous pouvez les conjuguer au pluriel. Donc, je et également nous, vous, il. If you want, you can conjugate them just for some practice, something to do. Half an hour in, we've finished. Ça y est pour aujourd'hui. J'espère que vous vous êtes bien amusés et ça me fait bien de vous revoir. Ok, à la prochaine!